There are the five characteristics of emotional intelligence for HR professionals. Basically, the first step is like self-awareness. This is the ability for one to recognize and describe their own emotions, strength, limitation, etc., and to understand how these qualities radiate into the world around it, individually affecting others in various and complex ways. So basically, the first key characteristics of emotional intelligence, like how just like we have to work when like we are emotionally, basically. Okay, the self awareness is just like the thing when we have to like recognize what are the things we have to do. It's like what are the emotions we have, what are the strength, what are the limitations. Okay, and this qualities also like radiate us to our world around us. Okay, in a very various and in a also complex way. Okay, these all I think affect us. So the first thing is like about the self awareness. The next thing is related to a self regulation. This is the ability to manage impulse and control your outward display of emotion to use them for your benefit. This can help you when it comes to adapting to change and using the rational thinking in times of stress with designating yourself as a stable and reliable support or resource of support within your organization. Basically, it's just like related to a self-regulation. Okay, basically there's the ability to control our emotions. It like help us to to show like what type of emotion we have to show in front of in the basically outward. Okay, and if sometime it's happened when we are like sad, so and we are not able to express this kind of feeling in front of everyone, so we have to manage all of these things that we are happy and we are like doing the work. Okay, so basically it's just like related to this that we like have to control our feelings and we have to display the emotion. Okay, and we just can use them as a benefit. This can like also have to like came to adapt in the changes, basically, and in the time of stress we can just like think, because most person what they do at the time of very stress, they are like not able to, they are like not able to think correctly. So if we have emotional intelligence, we know how to think at this type of time. So we will like think according to that. Okay, and this like things when at the time of stress is like very helpful for us also. Next thing as the designating yourself as a stable and reliable resource to support within your organization. Basically, if we are like at this type of designation where we have to like support everyone, so this thing also help us to support everyone to like know what they want. We can just like support everyone in the company. Okay. So basically that's a self-regulation where we have to manage our emotions. Okay. To display them. And this can like also this also help us to like this also help us to adapt us to changes, and at the time of stress, we can just like rational think. We can think what is good or bad. Okay, we can just like designate our staples and reliable resource, and we can just like be a support for everyone. Okay, so the next thing is that Next is empathy. This involves understanding others' people emotion. Being compassionate comes from developing strong empathy. When you outwardly empathic and people know that you care about the and understand them. Basically, as a child, we also like have to listen everyone. We know that what kind of type of agent that is unable to know the work and what are the reasons that this things are happening. Okay, so basically, this is not related to us. This is related to our peoples. Okay, what about their emotions, what they feel, and if we are like able to understand their emotions, we can just like sympathy them that you basically that's kind of what is like passed on. So it's like uh, it, it's like basically create a bond which is like very strong. Okay, this is like compensate that. Okay, and when we are like outwardly empathic, so people know that we are like take care about you. We are like they were like care about you. You understand them. Okay, and if a person due to some like problem is like leaving a company and he or like she tell you that this is kind of my problem and you sympathy them that okay this kind of happen like you tell them. Okay, so maybe their like chances to leave the company is very less. Okay, basically sometimes it's just like related to the personal issues. Okay, for example, and so they will like tell you, and if you are like able to sympathy them that yeah you can just like work and this is this happen. So it just like create a very strong bond between you. The person which is like sitting in the front of you it's like think that yeah this person is like very empathetic and he's like just to care about me. He's like understanding my problem. He's like not neglecting me and blame me. Okay, so that doesn't basically happen and just like help them to create a very motivating space. Okay, they will like tell you their problems. They will understand what are you saying. Okay, and the basically the trust is like built up between that type of people. So the HR should always understand the people's emotions so that they can solve their problem. Okay, they can just like they can they can understand their emotions. They can just like give them empathy so that they didn't leave the company. Okay, and they can just like, basically understand what is the company's policy and all of the things. They can just like make a strong bond with you. Okay, so next thing is motivation. This consists of enjoying working towards our goals for the sake of the self accomplishment rather than money or power. This helps to improve your productivity, increases. This helps to improve your productivity, increase confidence, and create a positive examples in your team. Basically, this like also help us. Emotional intelligence also help us to motivate. Okay, if we are like motivated, then we have to like basically have to achieve our goals. Have like rather than we have to like self accomplishment. We don't need any money or any power. Okay, so this thing basically motivate us to work. Okay, to meet our goals that we need to that we need to complete. Okay, we don't need any money or power to do this thing. Okay, this will basically also improve your productivity. If I am like fully motivated that I need to complete this target, this is my goal, and so it will already increase my productivity. Okay, I will do my best to achieve my targets. So it will increase my productivity that I have to achieve at this type of time at there. Okay, increase self confidence also. If we are like motivated, we know how to do the work, we learn new things, and it automatically increase our self confidence. And the self confidence is like very, it's very good for us to like complete the work. Okay, and it's basically create a basic positive example in our teams. Basically, if you are working in a team and if we are like working in a team and we are like in the productivity is are increased, we are self-confidence person. So everyone think that he is like very positive person. He know he like will support everyone. He know what to do, what type of things there should be. So and that's basically related to our motivation. If we are like self-motivated, we complete our goals. Okay, we don't need any money to power to complete our goals. We should be like self-accomplished person. We should always enjoy. We will like enjoy if we are like working towards our goal. So we will enjoy that what we are working. Okay, and if we are motivated, so it's increase our productivity, it's increase our self confidence, and it will like we show as a like positive person in the team. Okay, so that's all thing which is like related to a motivation. The next thing is related to a social skill. Basically, this speaks to managing relationship at work so that the overall culture is one of positivity and respect. Strong social skill lead to development, rapport, and your employees earning trust and respect from your teams. This will help you listen well and well employees come to you with issues. You will be able to better understand their needs, identify the ways to be a source of some. Basically, social skills just like I related to like listening and like the understanding that how we behave with our team. Okay, and if we are like managing our relationship with the like positivity, with the respect, so this will basically create a social, it's a strong relationship. Okay, with our employees, and we basically both have the trust between us. So it was like also create a respect in the team, and if any person need anything and he need any type of with help with the issue, so he will like come to us if we are like able to solve their problem, so he will like also understand this better. Okay, we always like know that we also like have to understand identify the ways to like support a person, to like what are their needs, to understand their needs. Okay, so basically that's related to the social skill. We also should have the social skills so that we can work in the positive, in the respective environment, and that everyone like respect us. Okay, and it's like also create a very strong relationship with our employees. It's like basically uh, build a trust in our teams. Okay, basically This thing is like also help us to listen our employees, their issues. We like we like able to understand them, and we are like basically uh, need to identify ways so that we can just like solve their problems. We can just like be their support. Okay. Okay. Next, benefits to HR professional to being self-aware at work. Basically, now we are like talked about the what are the benefits that HR have if he or like she is working is it self-aware at the work. Okay, harnessing emotion into the one task to build productivity, working with one's emotion rather than against them. Okay, if we are like working in a team, so we like always have to see them, we have to motivate them. Okay, we like we don't need to any that type of thing that the employees or like people like see that we are like working against that. We like have to create if we like emotionally connected, so they will like know what we are doing, what are the best for them. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, it will like just create the emotional, so they like didn't get against us. Okay, using one's emotions to bolster and critical thinking process. Basically, if we are like doing the if we have like all type of emotions, so we can just like do the critical thinking basically. Okay, we will like think what is the good for everyone and what we need to like this type of thing at this type of time. Okay, allowing emotions to guide problem solving efforts. Basically, sometimes we need emotions to solve a problem. Okay, so this will like also create a problem solving efforts. Okay, if we use our like emotions very well. Okay, next is developing self motivation by harnessing positivity. If we are like if we are like if we know that how to manage our emotions or emotional intelligence, so we know that we always like have to work with the positivity, and positivity always like develop the self motivations also. Okay, so if we are like working with the self motivation, we know how to complete the work, we know and self motivation always like lead us to get our goals. Okay. Using social awareness to interact productively and build a positive influence with others. Basically, with the like social awareness, we can interact everyone with the positivity. And if a person like get the positive vibes from them, so they will like trust us. They will like share their problem with us. So we are like able to solve them. Okay, and we can just like also influenced with others. Broadly modeling empathy and become the trustworthy source of support. Basically, if we have a thing that we can help everyone with us with the basically with the emotionally. Okay, so if we are like emotionally attached with a person, so basically this thing always like create a very trustworthy like bridge. Okay, and for if our employees have a trust on the like HR manager, so they will like follow all the rules, they will like follow all the policies, all the things. Okay, so that's the basically help us to complete the work in a very effective way. Okay, basically that's all benefit that HR professionally get as a like if he or like she is a self-aware person. Okay. Okay. So that's all about for the emotional intelligence.